Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you with Mod Podge, clay and a roller what I did with clay. I made some containers with egg containers as well. So let's get started, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get a video every week. And so I have this natural clay, modeling clay, Mod Podge, a roller, and some utensils. You don't really need the utensils, I never use them, but it's good to have sometimes. And so let's get started. So as you can see, the background, I put this plastic paper on top of my table, and it is from toilet paper, like the wrapping. So cashmere, it says in there. So I'm so sorry that the background looks that way. I didn't think that it'll look that way, but oh well. I'm sure you still can see what I'm doing, so we're okay. So the clay comes in a container, like not a container, like a packaging, sealed up. So because it's still wet and it's moldable, and it dries out completely with air. So it is pretty sealed. And so you take the piece of clay, you roll it, and you mold it accordingly. So I made three containers, you will see, using the egg, the way you put the eggs, like when you get it from the store, you get it in a container. So I used that container. So you can put actual eggs on it as well, but I use Mod Podge. I don't know if it's food safe, and some people say that, not some people, actually, the eggshell is porous. So people say that since it's porous, things can go inside. So not sure if Mod Podge is food safe, and it's safe to use it. So if you don't want to use that, you can use it as a jewelry container as well, which I will show. As you saw in the front page on my thumbnail, I use it for jewelry because it has that uh, the the curvature where you can put your earrings nicely as well, or rings. So it looks really nice. And you also use tissue paper to stick with Mod Podge on top of the clay once it's dried out. So you will see all that. So what I'm doing here is I'm rolling it so that it flattens out, so on the both sides. And once it's flat, I'll put it onto the mold, which is also something that I had at home as well. One of them is the plastic container where you put it in the fridge, when you get the eggs. It comes with the fridge, my fridge anyways, because it is a smaller fridge. So you can see those 6-hole plastic thing that I'm going to use, and I'm going to put the clay on top of that, and kind of use those curvatures and mold the clay accordingly and let it dry. And you will see it's very straightforward. I don't really have to explain anything. So you will see as we go how I make this. I made three containers. One of them is a smaller container, where it's just molded with a hand. And I've made those before as well. It's very easy to make, and it looks really nice. You can put a lot of stuff. You can give those as gifts as well. You can decorate them whichever you want. And the cool part of this is that I use tissue paper and Mod Podge. So you can use different kinds of tissue paper, like those paper that you get to wrap your presents, or like put it in a bag and cover your present with tissue paper in the bag. So those tissue papers come in variety of different patterns, so you can actually use those patterns and put it on top, as a pattern on the clay, and put Mod Podge on it, like with a paintbrush, and it will actually look really nice. And if you want to then later on put varnish on top of that Mod Podge, so it'll look really shiny, and the finish will be really, really great. I did not use varnish this time, because I didn't have it handy with me, but otherwise I would. And when you're using varnish as well, like epoxy resin, like when you use varnish with a paintbrush, you need to clean the paintbrush and all those things as well. So That's why. And for these containers, just to put your jewelry, you don't really need it, but the finish will be really nice. And if you're really selling these as well, I would recommend you put varnish so that it is durable and water resistant and looks really nice and shiny. So as you can see, I'm molding it right now, and I'm gonna cut it as it goes as well, because I want to get it into a nice shape. And I want like sharp edges in some areas. So for this one, this is what I'm gonna do. And once I mold it nicely, I'll let it dry a little bit, and I'm going to remove that plastic container because I don't want it to be stuck in it, that I won't be able to remove it. So that's how it looks. So I hope you enjoy this video, and if you have any questions, comments, or if you want me to make something or anything else with clay, let me know. I really love using clay as well, because it is fun to do. If you've done clay work, it's fun to mold and it's fun to make different things. And sometimes I wonder what I can make to make sure that I can actually use them and make something useful out of it as well. So let me know any ideas that you have, and if you want me to try something, I would love to. And I hope you enjoy this video. Let me know what you think. So as you saw that I use sandpaper as well once it's dried to kind of smoothen the surface. And as you saw in the rest of the video, it's very straightforward, very easy to make. And I just wanted to talk here and let you know that I cut the tissue paper into smaller sizes so it's easier to put on top of the container and put Mod Podge. And you just take little pieces and then kind of put it on top of the surface of the container that you made and put Mod Podge on top of it, and it dries nicely. You don't have to worry about how it looks now because the paintbrush strokes and everything, but it dries out nicely and it looks really nice. And if this tissue paper is just dots, like colored dots and just white tissue paper, but if you use a color, it's going to look really nice because when you put little papers on top of each other, there's a color difference. As one goes on top of the other, it'll be darker, and the surface with the thinnest paper on top of the surface will be lighter, so it'll give it a nice little cool look to it as well. So you can try those as well, and I hope you enjoy this. It is really fun to do. You can do it with your kids as well if you want to. It's a fun project, and you can actually use these containers, give it out as gifts. They're really nice and useful too. All right, so this is how you're gonna do the whole 3 containers, and then this is how it looks as you saw in the front page. This is how they look. I put jewelry on top on it. You can actually put eggs as well, as I told you. So if you've enjoyed this, please don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment for me as well. And I put some next videos for you to check out as well, including the playlist for clay. And don't forget to hit on my face logo to subscribe to my channel. I bring a video every week. And if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions for me to draw, to make, anything, let me know in the comments below. I would love to do whatever you guys want me to do as well, and gives me ideas as well. So thank you so much. All right then, bye.